So good morning students. Once again we came to that is the last part of the relation and function. In that last part we have to discuss that is a binary operation. In a previous classes we have already discussed that is the relation, types of relations. So next functions, types of functions and the composition of the function, invertible function. So these all things we have completed. Next we come to that is the last part of the relation and function, very important, binary operation. So from this point we have a possibility of getting the questions for 3 marks or maybe for 1 marks or 2 marks. So that may be choice. Almost all from this chapter we get 1 and 2 mark question from this binary operation. So let me discuss what we mean by the binary operation. So we know about operations. So for example, when we discuss the operations in the mathematics, we know addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, so inequalities. These are the operations we are using here. So whether these are the binary operation on which side? So we have to discuss. So whether addition is a binary operation on this side. So when we come to this across the sets, we have already known about the natural number, set of natural numbers, set of integers, set of whole numbers, set of prime numbers, set of real number, set of rational, irrational, complex numbers. So these are all things we have known. Let me discuss whether which operations are the binary operation on those corresponding sets. Those we have. So let me discuss what we mean by the binary operation. When we say that the operation is a binary operation, so for that the condition is that let me take any two elements from one set. Suppose we have a set S. So from this set we will take that is any two elements, that is A and B, and we operate these two elements A star B. If this A star B is again is there in the S, if we select the any elements of the given set and if we operate those two elements, after operating what we are getting the result, if that result is once again is there in the set given set, then we say that the star, the operation is called as a binary operation. So then we say that the star is a binary operation on the yes, we say that. So how we define that is the star is said to be a binary operation on set yes, if for all a comma b belongs to yes, then a star b also belongs to yes. Then we say that the star is a binary operation on the set yes. So this is a operation. If you operate with any two elements of the given set, after operating whatever the result we are getting, if that result is again is in the given set, then we say that it is a binary operation on that set. So let me check which are becomes the binary operations on. For example, if you take the natural number first example. So natural number we will discuss. So we know about the natural number 1, 2, 3, so on. This is on this set of the natural number, which are the operation we have. Let me verify whether they becomes the binary operation or not. For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, these are the operations. Whether these operations becomes the binary operation or not. So let me verify for the addition. First, addition. Addition. So we symbolically we take that is a so plus. For all, we'll take over any two element 1, comma 2 belongs to n, and 1 plus 2 is equal to what? 3. 3 is there in the natural number. If you take any method, therefore, addition is a binary operation. We'll write BO, binary operation on n, on natural number. Similarly, we can check for the subtraction also. So let me take the same number, that is 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2 belongs to n, and 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. Whether minus 1 is there? No, it does not belongs to n. Therefore, subtraction is not a binary operation on n. Next we come to that is the multiplication. So let me select 2 comma 3 belongs to the natural number. Then operate with 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6. 6 belongs to the n. Therefore, multiplication is a binary operation on n. So from here we come to know that addition and multiplication is a binary operation on n. Similarly, division. Division. 2 comma 3 belongs to n. 2 by 3 does not belongs to n. So 2 by 3 means so something 0 point, but 0 point number is not there in the natural numbers. Therefore, division is not a binary operation on n. Not a binary operation on. So from here it is clear that is addition and multiplication are the binary operation on n, and subtraction is not a binary operation, and division are not a is not a binary operation on n. Is not a binary operation on n. Division is not a binary operation on n. Addition and multiplication are the binary operation, but subtraction and division are not the binary operation on n. Similarly, we have to discuss on the integer. If you come across the integer, addition is a binary operation, subtraction is a binary operation, multiplication is also binary, but division is not a binary operation. Similarly, we can check for the real number, so rational, irrational, real, and also complex number. Like this we can check. So here we clarify that so star is said to be a binary operation on a set test if this condition satisfied, then we say that the star is a binary operation. So in this binary operation we have to study certain properties, for example the commutative property, associative property, very, and the identity element, inverse element, so that we have to study. So next we come to this certain properties regarding that is the binary operation. When we say that the binary operation star is a commutative, so let me check that. What is that property? A binary operation star is said to be a commutative. Let to be a commutative on the set. Yes, on the set. On the set. Yes. If for all a comma b belongs to S, then what we have, a star b is equal to b star a. So this is the commutative property. This condition is very important for showing that the star is a binary operation. Star said to be a commutative if we take any two elements of a given set, then operate those two elements a star b equal to b star a, then we say the star is commutative. Star is commutative. Let me check with one example whether it will become an operation, any operation becomes the commutative or not. So whether the addition is commutative or not, we check on the set of natural number. On the set of natural number. So example number 1. So that the binary operation defined by the star, that is a star b is equal to a plus b, where a comma b belongs to the natural number. So whether it will become addition is commutative or not, we have to check. So we know that addition is always commutative. Why? Because 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, both are equal, means automatically it is a commutative. Let me take that 2 comma 3 belongs to the natural number 2 star 3 is equal to 5, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Similarly 3 star 2 is equal to 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, both are equal. So what we can write, that is 2 star 3 is equal to 3 star 2. So a star b is equal to b star a become, so it implies we have right a star b equal to b star a. Therefore star is commutative. We can say like this. What is it? Addition is a commutative operation. Multiplication also commutative. Why? Because 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. Both are same. So therefore here we come to know that addition and multiplication are commutative on the set of natural number. Set of natural. So it is first example we have taken for the commutative. Next we move to that is the associative. Next we come to that is the associative property. A binary operation. Star is said to be an associative if for all a comma b comma c belongs to S, then a star b bracket star c is equal to a star b star c. If this condition is satisfied by the any operation, then we can say that the star is associative. So we can use the example that previous problem whether it will become associative or not. So let me check that. So example one, simple example. So for A star B is equal to A plus B is associative or not? Is associative or not? Associative or not? Check. So let me take that is three elements A comma B comma C belongs to, that is the n we consider natural number. So first we operate the operation A star B is equal to bracket star C is equal to A star bracket B star C. So name. So first we take the LHS. LHS is equal to what we have, A star B star C. So whenever we are proving the associative property, first we have to find out the brackets. We have to solve for the bracket. What we have, A star B is equal to, let me name them as X. X equal to A star B. A star B, according to the definition what we have, that is A plus B. A plus B. So here we got, this is totally what we have considered A star B as X. So X star C we got here. X star C, once again we have to use the operation. What is the definition of the star? That we have to apply here. X star C means what? X plus C. X plus. So what is the X here? That is A plus B plus C. So let me name it as a 1. Next we come to the RHS side. That is RHS is equal to what we have, A star bracket B star C. B star C, first we have to solve the B star C. Let me consider it as 1. Y is equal to B star C. B star C means B plus C. So we named a bracket as a Y. A star Y we got. Again use the definition of A star Y. What we have? A plus Y. So substitute what we have considered. Like Y is equal to what we got? B plus C. A plus B plus C. Same we got. Name it as 2. So from 1 and 2 we got, from 1 and 2 star 1 and 2 LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore star is associative. Star is associative. So star is associative. This completes the associative property. So next we come to that is the identity element, for which we call as an identity, for which we call as an identity element, for which we call an identity element. So identity element means what? Let we have to know. Suppose we have that is, so for any operation, for example addition, we can take that. So for which we call as an identity element. Identity element means, so it does not changes the another element. It should not change the another element when it is operated with that element. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ 0, with 0 if you add any element, if you add any element, for example if I add 1, so what we get? 1 only. So 1 is not changed, that is. If we add any number like this with 2, 0 is added with 2, again it gives the output. So then, so what we are adding? These are the elements we are adding. With which element? That is a constant element 0. With 0, if we add any element, that element never changes the value. So then such type of the number, that is 0, is called as an identity element. It never changes the another element. So we call that as an 0 is the identity element of additive identity. Under the addition, if you take the multiplication, it will not work. 0 into 1, so it will give 0. 0 into 2, it will give 0 only. So here these are the elements operating with 0, but so they are changing that. So let me take that another element 1 with 2. 1 into 2, that is 2. 1 into 3, that is 3. So here 1 becomes the identity. So it is a fixed element. For this fixed element we are operating with another element, and those values are not changing. So for that reason this fixed element is called as an identity element. So it is called as an identity element. Let the element E belongs to S is said to be a identity element if for all A belongs to S, then A star E equal to E star E is equal to A we have to get. So however we operate with a fixed element E, for all elements of S, that we have to get all the elements, then we say that E is the identity element. E is the identity element of the S or a set. Yes, we can say E is the identity element. So we check with a simple example. So for addition, if we have an addition is a binary operation on the for addition, which is the identity element on the set of natural number or integer, whatever it may be. So which will become a binary operation for any binary operation of an addition. So for a binary operation addition, so which element will become an identity element, that we have to search. So for here what we have to do, addition is that if you operate addition with any element, so that we have to get the element A. Which is that element? So let me come to that is for a 0, if I add with 1, so what we get 1. For a 0, if I add with a 2, what we get 2 only. So here whatever the elements we are operating, that only we are getting. So with what we are operating? With a 0. So it is a fixed element. So then the 0 is called as a additive. So if you take any other number, 3, again 3 we are. So here we come to know that 0 is called as an additive identity element. So here we confirms that 0 is the additive identity element. So let here we come to know that, let me take that is a node. 0 is the additive identity element. Additive identity element. Similarly, we come to that is the multiplication, which will become the multiplicative identity element. So if you multiply, if you fix one number, for that number if you multiply by any other number, so if you got the same number, then we can say that is the identity. So let me check with 1 into 2, what we are getting 2 1. 1 into 3, what we are getting? 3 1. 1 into 4, what we are getting? 4 only. So except 1, if you multiply another number, it changes. But if you take 1, so it never changes. So for that reason, so that 1 is called as a multiplicative identity element. So from here it is clarified that so 1 is the multiplicative multiplicative identity. So here we confirm that 0 is the additive identity element and 1 is the multiplicative identity element. These are the unique. As a unique. So next we go to that is the examples regarding the inverse. So we come to that is the inverse element. So inverse element means what? Like the element we have one element that is, let me consider this belongs to S is said to be a inverse of A belongs to S. Inverse of A. If A belongs to S, then A star A inverse is equal to A inverse star A is equal to E. So if we operate any two element, what we have to get? We have to get the identity element. For whatever the operation, any star, if you operate the two elements, if you got the identity element, then we say that this is the operated element are inverse to each other. A inverse is the inverse of A or A is the inverse of A inverse. So there. For a best example, we can take that is the addition. A star B is equal to A plus B. A plus B. So if we operated any two element, so what we have to get the inverse. Let me find out the identity inverse element of this. Let A star A inverse is equal to what we have? E is the additive. We know that 0. So then A star A inverse is equal to A plus A inverse is equal to 0. So 0 is the additive identity. So it implies that A inverse is equal to minus A. If we add that is minus A with this, what we are getting? 0. So then this will become the inverse of the A for this corresponding operation. So next week after, so these all operations we have completed, that is commutative, associative, identity and inverse. So after this we have to discuss the examples regarding these binary operations. So let me continue in the next.